Like having a heart attack then, man. Fucking hell. Madness, man. Feels like I'm in a different car.
It's like a different car, you know. This guy's a madman, you know.
I'm done.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be slightly different to most. We're switching it up with some reaction videos. What the? So first off, we've got this BMW M140i NVM Stage 2 Plus car with our Stage 2 package. So shielded downpipe, charge pipe, panel filter and silicon inlet. But we have upgraded the high pressure fuel pump to the B58 TU. It did run 458 brake horsepower and 680 Newton meters on the dyno. Absolute beast. Does 100 to 200 in 7.2 seconds and a quarter mile in 11.3. So out of the factory with just over 300 brake horsepower, 500 Newton meters of torque, this has gained over 105 brake horsepower and 160 Newton meters of torque. Savage. Absolute savage. Now in comparison, Jamie, the owner of this M140, has taken it a bit further. He did start off with stage 1 tuning, went to stage 2, stage 2 plus, and now he's moved on to stage 3. And that includes a turbo back exhaust, an Akrapovic turbo back exhaust with a sports cat, the carbon fiber intake, our charge pipe, and an upgraded turbocharger, that being the Vargas GC Plus. Now the GC Plus is more than capable of about 700 horsepower with MEF integration and additional E85, but this is on the limit of the B58 TU pump. It made 550 horsepower and just under 700 Newton meters of torque. Does 100 to 200 in 5.8 seconds and a quarter mile well into the 10s. So an absolute monster. So Jamie's already gone through the experience of the Stage 2 Plus and his kind of feedback on it, but it's going to be interesting to see what he thinks of this Stage 3 setup and for you guys to see his reaction too. So one of the greatest rewards of tuning a car to this level and making it a monster is the reaction I get from the customers. And you guys at home haven't seen that, so today we're going to stick the owner in the passenger seat for his first drive. We're just going to warm it up first, yeah?
I don't know what it's like, I don't know how it handles, so you're going to show me how it handles?
Sure, you want me to show you how it handles? We are now in Mexico! So yeah, D, obviously with the XHP Stage 3, all the gearbox settings are slightly different, so in D it will actually be more usable rather than going into 7th gear at 30 mile an hour. But I mean, it's more usable, keeps it kind of attractive and kind of more driver focused. Obviously you've got to do, on these, the best way to drive them is with the traction off completely, because that reduces all kind of throttle closure, and if you've got the grip and you've got the skill, then you can...
I don't know about the skill.
So yeah, for you, you're hardly driven.
Yeah, about 50 miles, yeah.
Really?
It's stuck.
So this is going to be the shock of your life. I say this all the time on the video, and at times no two cars are the same. Literally, we'll get one M140 that was so easy to get like 460 brake horsepower, and then other M140s just struggle.
Why is that?
And it's purely down to the car, like its service schedule, its service life. You know, the intake valves, if they're coked up a little, because these spray direct onto the cylinders, so there's no way of cleaning the intake valves, so they do get coked up. Cars that are being treated with like 95 RON, you don't know the condition of the cylinder. Like people don't understand, like the high octane fuel is a cleaner burn, so it doesn't leave any deposits on top of the pistons, and that's what will eventually give you more power. The cleaner the cylinder.
What would you recommend, like 99 from Tesco?
You know what? I'll be honest about it, like Shell 99 and Tesco 99 are pretty much the same.
Okay.
Majority of our customer base use Tesco 99, and I see that to be more consistent than Shell.
Yeah.
And I think the reason being is because Tesco 99 is literally a product that they've created from scratch, whereas Shell is formed from other products in it, overseas, international. So Tesco kind of focused on 99 for the UK, so there's a lot more development gone into it, and I think it's way more consistent. We're tuning a car in America at the minute with 95 RON.
How much difference does that make?
Massive, like 40 horsepower RON.
Yeah, that's mad.
Overrun, you wanted something a bit more mature, right?
Yeah. It's not too
Not childish.
Yeah.
Not what did that guy say on the phone? He goes, I want rummy pop pop bang bangs.
You know what? Man's are too old for that.
So your tyres ain't in the best condition, but I'll show you what it feels like.
What the f? Oi. Say, wait, chill. Yo, wait.
How does that feel?
Bro, that's like a different car, you know.
It's completely different, isn't it? You wouldn't expect it from an M140.
Nah.
And obviously, you remember you were talking about torque and the reason why like some cars make more torque than the other. It's purely down to the exhaust and the setup of the car more than anything.
Oi, that's deep for me. Oi.
Yeah, you need new tyres.
Oh, mate. Mental, mate. That's in NVM, yeah. Oi. This guy's a madman, you know.
Told ya.
Oi, chill. Oi. Oi. Boy, I'm trying to press the brake pedal. Yeah, you driven loads of these, yeah.
Guys, it's a bit moist outside.
Bro, that's mental, you know.
You definitely need new tyres because these tyres are on the limit.
What mate?
9 times out of 10, when I'm driving these cars, like if it was on my car, I turn the DSC off completely, like turn traction control off completely. That way I've got full control of the car.
Turn it off, dude.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Sure.
Do you? You know what? I don't trust a lot of people, but
Really?
yeah, but I do trust this stuff. Quite puppy. No. What the?
You said turn the DSC off?
I was expecting that though.
You need a diff if you're gonna have tyres. Like you could easily, like, you know how I drift it, I'll get the battery out and
How
stuff.
are you going so mental around this round?
But if you had a diff, I'd go even quicker. That was in sport mode.
Mental.
So with tyres
That's so full.
and this much torque.
Right, it hasn't rained. That's a nice little one that was. Oh, mate. It's proper froze your back now.
Sonny is your NVM Stage 2 Plus M140i. What do you think of it?
Mate, it's naughty.
Naughty?
Naughty, mate. It's a different car.
So Sonny, that is your NVM Stage 2 Plus M140i. We're now gonna jump in the car with Jamie and his Stage 3 M140i. So if If you want to experience that, I think you need to.
I don't think I want to.
So we are covering tuning on the Boot Mod platform on F-Series and G-Series cars, specifically the G80 M3. Now you're probably aware that the G80 M3 issue needs unlocking prior to any tuning requests, but once you get that done, you can request a tune from us, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, any modifications necessary on your vehicle, and request a custom tune from us. We are UK based, so we run on the GMT time zone, so please factor that in when requesting a tune, but we do offer great support for all levels of F and G series cars. So this is great news for our guys who are worldwide, especially you guys in Australia and USA who have requested tuning from us for the last couple of years. This is now your opportunity to get NVM tuning where you are right now. So Jamie, tell me about your journey with this car.
Yeah, I was going to buy an M4. My missus was moaning because it had 2 doors, so we compromised and got this, a 4-door.
Obviously you knew you could get the power out of it.
Yeah, after Googling and looking at a few videos on YouTube and that, seeing the potential in the car, it was a no-brainer in the end.
I did say in one of the earlier videos that this is probably the best sounding exhaust on the market. I know it's dear.
Yeah, I know, but it's the money you're paying for it.
It's the money you're paying
crazy.
for it. But it is.
I got stitched up.
How did you get stitched up?
Because they thought it was an OPF model.
So the company...
And said the aquaporic system was the only one that would fit on it.
Ah, okay.
So I got persuaded into buying this system.
I mean, all you had to do was lift up the bonnet, or they had to do, lift up the bonnet, look for the GPS sensor.
Yeah, but this was done over the phone now.
Then
Nobody looked at the car, it was just like over the phone they checked my reg.
Check your reg, yeah. Usually if you load up the reg and the VIN number on BMW system, it'll tell you the part numbers.
Yeah.
And one part number will say GPF and one part number won't, but obviously someone missed the beat.
Yeah, man. And I lost a couple extra grand.
So what colour car did you have before?
I've still got that car. I've got a red Astra.
Ah, okay. Turbo.
Yeah, it's a 1.4 turbo.
Oh, nice. Cylinder 4 has left the chat.
Oh, mate. Monster car.
Now, the good cars, we used to tune them back in the day, but they used to have so many engine concerns from factory. We're just like, you know what, we're not going to get involved.
Do you know what? The things never let me down.
Really?
And it's cheap as chips to fix. Like, you know, any kind of issues, you know, it's cheap, man. It's cheap to run.
So you daily that over this?
Yeah, 100%. I'll just use this on the weekend, like, really. Give it a blast on the weekend. So
this GC Plus, originally you wanted the GC, right?
Yeah.
Because A, the price point, and B, it's a quick fit. You don't need to change as many parts to get it to fit, basically. It utilises the OEM inlet and outlet of the turbo. But yeah, the GC's on back order, major back order. Like, I think the next available GC we've got is kind of first week of June. So you upgraded to the GC Plus.
Yeah, because I don't like waiting for things, to be honest. Like, I'm really impatient. Yeah, really impatient, man.
But I mean, the GC Plus, look, it's future proof, isn't it? It can handle up to like 700 horsepower on E85 or kind of MEF injection, and you know.
Yeah, so it's sat nice at this power now, like.
And it's a big turbo, and it still drives nicely. Have you noticed the exhaust tone is slightly different?
Yeah.
And that's because of the slightly bigger compressor housing. It allows, you know, all the harmonics to come from the cylinder head down into the exhaust, and that gives it that kind of throaty sound. As well as obviously the GC Plus, people say it's laggy, but you know, on the dyno we can get full boost by like 3200 RPM. But even before then, you're making more power and torque than the stock turbo. So although this kind of, the torque peaks a bit later, kind of on the spool up, it ain't like a lag machine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You can still drive it, and you know, it's still usable. You are going to notice the difference to the stock turbo, but it's still quite usable. Try and do a bit of a spool up. You can feel it progressing. That's a 10%. Have you been a passenger in your car before?
Never.
Have you been a passenger in a car with me before?
No.
Right.
No.
This is going to be interesting.
So seatbelt on.
You got your Jesus sandals. If you feel worried, just put your hand on the dash and it'll slow down.
Oh no, I ain't stressed about that. Don't worry about that. Jeez. So
That was like 4,500 RPM, mate. How did that feel?
nice, man.
It's progressive,
Smooth.
right? It's not like bang, wheel spin, loss of traction. Whereas I think Stage 2 Plus is a bit more aggressive low down, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to have your wits about you. But yeah, this gives you the ability to get prepared.
Sake, man. I thought I was having a heart attack then, man.
How does that feel?
Jeez.
That was 60%,
Whoa, man.
60% throttle.
Madness. So fucking hell, man.
What do you think?
Madness.
How does it feel in comparison to a Stage 2 Plus?
I don't know if that wasn't a passenger on my Stage 2 Plus.
Should have took you out for running that.
Yeah,
I think you had a tune while we were still in COVID regulations.
yeah.
So it was like, we weren't allowed to sit next to each other.
Madness, man. Madness.
But you can see you've got full grip.
Yeah.
It doesn't spin up like lunacy, and it doesn't kind
That's
of...
what I was worried about a little bit, to be honest, without the diff.
Yeah, I think obviously at this kind of power level and this boost level, we have capped the torque at 700 newton meters. Above
Okay.
that, definitely 100% you need a diff.
Yeah.
But because it's slightly more lazier than the stock turbo, so slightly kind of, there's a bit of lag induced,
Yeah.
you kind of, it gives the car a bit of time to gain grip.
Yeah, okay.
It's aggressive when it comes on though.
Ridiculous.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, go on then. Let's have a little rip.
Right, your turn.
Yeah, man.
Now my turn to be the passenger.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Whoa! Is this payback, Jamie?
Yeah, you.
They wanted a customer reaction, not my reaction. I'm done. Let's go.
So, you knew Jamie's a madman? Man. You know, this is mad. Jesus Christ, who would have thought, man?
When you are giving it, try and put it in sport. I know you put it in drive and you kick down. Try and put it in sport and use the manual, because the manual, A, it gives maximum line pressure, so you're not going to slip your gearbox, and B, you've got full control. When you're in D, sometimes, like if the wheel spins or one wheel spins in out on the inside, it will just change gears and throw you off. But I mean, Sport Plus.
I thought I was just going to stick it in drive just to like settle me in first. I don't want to.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, thanks. So this is my experience of a Stage 3 car in the passenger seat. Cheers, James, thank you. Well, I'm glad you can handle the power, and I'm scared. Time to hand over the keys to Jamie. We did give him an upgrade, a special edition gold NVM keyring, because he's gone Stage 3 with us,
man.
and he's constantly loyal. So keep in touch, bro. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is a brand new format. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. Take it easy.